Hello everyone. This is Crota giving you game 2 in the series, and I feel a little bit better. I think I started to tire out towards the end of that last game there. Real back and forth game between ZhouXiXi and Nicker, and it really felt like Nicker just used a little bit of more trickery. I believe it was Nicker anyways. I believe it was purple. Hopefully I am not wrong. Well, one of the Night Elf players used a little bit more trickery, used Huntresses extremely effectively, and combined it with Shadow Meld to be very potent with that early harassment. Now we are looking at a little bit of a different strategy this time. You can see that there is an Altar of Elders now being placed down, but Nicker is not going for an early Ancient of War. Now, this does come as a bit of a surprise to me. He could try to go very fast tier 2, but I'm not quite sure what would be the advantage of that. I have seen some players go very fast tier 2 for double heroes from the tavern, but you normally delay your Altar of Elders if you try and do something that strange. Instead, it is just going to be a Demon Hunter the old-fashioned way, getting trained up. You can see that there is no Ancient of War being constructed by Nicker. Meanwhile, ZhouXiXi is building that Ancient of War right in position here. It will be able to help clear out this creep camp and potentially this creep camp as well by eating through the trees. Unfortunately for ZhouXiXi, Nicker is right on the other side of this bush over here, and going over this hedge or this wall of trees here could have very bad ramifications. Alright, what's going to be happening next? The Wisp are now going to every which corner of the map. We can see an Archer has made its way out, as well as a Wisp is now perhaps going to... Oh, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to happen here. The Ancient of War going to go ahead and eat a tree and then start aggroing against the Null Overseers. Meanwhile, you can see that an Ancient of War is being constructed right here, and this has got to be a concern. Wisp now coming around. Is he going to try to pull some aggro onto that Ancient of War? I don't believe so. That would be very difficult. Meanwhile, where is the Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter is right now down over here. ZhouXiXi, both sides are going to be engaging. And oh, the Demon Hunter of Nicker is right there. There's the Mana Burn. Who's going to get the shots off? Now going after the Archer. Oh, the Archer is going to take a lot of damage. Is the Archer going to get caught? Yes, the Archer does go down. The Wisp does go taken down as well. There's another Mana Burn, and the Ancient of War has taken so much damage. Null Overseer down to 113 hit points. ZhouXiXi does have a bit of a hero advantage in terms of hit points there, as now this Demon Hunter is attempting to run away, pretty much down on mana, out of luck, and still taking a fair amount of damage. Alright, this Demon Hunter is still racing back and forth. Let's see what's going to be happening next. You can see that this Ancient of War is still getting aggroed right now, right there, by these units, as we are now already going... No, we are going to Tree of Life. It looks as though... Why are we at Tree of Life? And now we are going to go ahead and start training up Huntresses in just a moment once more. Alright, this Ancient of War still regenerating hit points. The Demon Hunter wants to try and engage, and it looks like ZhouXiXi is going to luck out here, get that Null Overseer, get a Gloves of Haste, and now perhaps try to go after the Demon Hunter again. The Demon Hunter is slightly faster on the attack right there. There it is, and oh, the Demon Hunter down to 15 hit points. Is it going to fall? You can see the damage is being dealt, going back and forth. Oh, the Archers, are they going to get their man? Can they get their man? One shot, one kill. Oh, the arrow down to 7 hit points, and in the back, down it goes, giving ZhouXiXi nearly level 2. ZhouXiXi has got to like the way this game has started. A very early hero kill there. Archers being trained, and now a level 2 to level 1 advantage. However, we do see Huntresses are on the move, ready to go, and ZhouXiXi now needs to consider what his follow-up play will be. Now, when you are ahead like this in WarCraft 3, you still want to get more ahead. There's 3 points, or there's 4 points in how you can get ahead in, or 3 points really in how you can get ahead in WarCraft 3. That's hero level, tech, and army size. Economy is not that big of a difference in WarCraft 3 unless you are human. It's rather difficult for your non-human players to really expand all over across the map and really make an economic advantage turn into anything else. The reason why humans have that benefit is they are able to call to arms off of their peasants and have that act as very strong defense. Night Elf players, on the other hand, can't do that. because Night Elf players, well, their Wisp don't attack at all. All they can do is really detonate one-hit wonders, so to speak, as all they really do is deal damage to summoned units and also remove mana. Huntress is still doing a little bit of a back and forth dance off over here. You can see the Demon Hunter was attempting some damage onto that Ancient of War, not going to really get anywhere there, as this Demon Hunter now runs off to the north. Huntresses are quickly following behind. This Demon Hunter still trying to make a play, trying to take that down, as we should be picking up a Naga Sea Witch most likely. Yes, ZhouXiXi picking up a Naga Sea Witch again. No boots of speed on that Naga Sea Witch. That is a surprise, since the Naga Sea Witch is so instrumental in slowing down units and then allowing the rest of the army to pick them off. Here we have Gloves of Haste. We are going into a little bit of round the corner creeping. Not much really creeping here, and I don't really like ZhouXiXi's strategy here. He should have a much larger advantage. He could be going after much more dangerous creeps, and instead Nicker is the one going to be going after the dangerous creeps, getting the stronger items, and now getting up to level 2. So a quick level 2 onto that Demon Hunter. Now this Demon Hunter is coming in around the corner as well. Are we going to see some shots? There's a mana burn exchange, as the Naga Sea Witch going after the Demon Hunter does get in some easy slows there. And now what is going to be happening next? Ogre Warrior quickly getting knocked out of this fight here. Forest Troll still throwing axes at that Ancient of War, and we are looking to see where this Naga Sea Witch Demon Hunter duo can travel to next. It looks like this creep camp may be on the horizon, or perhaps even the Goblin Laboratory off over here. Both of them are viable options. It looks as though Keeper of the Grove coming in from Nicker. So Nicker choosing a rather unusual hero as the backup, and Nicker really, I guess, trying to emulate Moon's style, playing a non-conventional and seeing a lot of success with it. So far, you can see that the Ancient of Lore is going to get shot down here very quickly. There's that glaive bounce damage. Or is it going to cancel? No cancellation. No Wisp made its way out. Scroll of Town Portal now coming back on the far side. There's the Entangle. And are we going to see the units? No, not teleport on top of that Demon Hunter in order before he can really escape there. There's the mana burn. Both sides getting in a little bit of mana burn action. And now we are fighting once again. That Demon Hunter a little bit slow. Is it going to get mana burn again? It could have been mana burn again. Not quite sure why it wasn't. ZhouXiXi just a second late there. Rune Bracers helping protect from that mana burn just a bit. But after that little small scuffle, no one really has the advantage. Both players are just looking to play a game of chicken to see who's going to flinch first. And then whoever flinches first is usually going to end up losing more in that fight and then potentially lose the game. ZhouXiXi is not playing aggressively at all. He's playing very passively, and with no serious engagements and not playing passively. Nicker might be able to take this really easily. You can see that the archers are getting taken down. Staff of Preservation. The sheer number of units by Nicker in this situation is slightly higher than his opponent. All right, are we going to perhaps see an entangle? Yes, the Naga Sea Witch does get entangled, and the archer gets the man while the Keeper of the Grove gets the archer, and both sides still trying to come out on top. Let's see, it is a 4v2 right there. There is an entanglement onto that Demon Hunter. That Demon Hunter, however, shakes it off, and now trying to get away, however, now gives level 2 to the Naga Sea Witch. Here are these engagements. The Demon Hunter now trying to follow up once again. The Demon Hunter battling up against a Demon Hunter. Keeper of the Groves are engaging. There is what one Adept training Keeper of the Grove in rejuvenating that hero there, or rejuvenating the Huntress. The hero should be next if we have enough mana. No, Druid of the Claw form instead. 29 to 44 damage. That is rather high if it can stick around long enough, absorb damage, and also fight effectively. Demon Hunter still sitting at level 2. Meanwhile, Nicker sitting at Nicker still trying to engage. Nicker sitting at level 2, level 1 compared to, I believe, a 2/2 coming in from ZhouXiXi. Yes, almost at 3 with an Orb of Venom, meaning that damage over time should add up rather rapidly. Tree of Eternity, 45 over 50 supply. Down over here, you can see Keeper of the Grove and Rock Golem gonna go ahead and get taken down there. Tome of Intelligence +2 gonna be quickly given to the Keeper of the Grove. And was it given to the Keeper of the Grove? I don't think so. Maybe, perhaps. Doesn't seem like it. The Keeper of the Grove should have higher mana. Instead, it feels like the Demon Hunter actually has higher mana than it should. Let's take a look at the Demon Hunter off over here. No, it has the same amount of mana. So maybe the Keeper of the Grove did pick it up. I don't. 22 intelligence at level 2, maybe I would have expected it to have a little bit more mana at that stage. Anyways, let's come back around here. We are looking at the bear and the Demon Hunter fighting their way through this. Should be able to clear out this creep camp rather easily. Not going to get any extra levels though, as the Keeper of the Grove just arrives to the party to help finish it off. We can see Claws of Attack +9. Is that Demon Hunter going to pick it up? Most likely. And that Demon Hunter deals so much damage. Claws of Attack +9. Going to add even more to now +19. As we are now going into a drop. You can see a Tree of Life is being placed down. This bear is still fighting off over here. This is going to be a 6 bear drop with 2 heroes. And this is potentially game changing, if it can perhaps take down some of these key buildings, or even perhaps the Key of Eternity, or the Tree of Eternity, Key of Eternity. Yeah, what is this? Kingdom Hearts. Anyways, let's go ahead. Goblin Zeppelin now making its way around. Gonna start dropping inside the base here. Here you go. There is the attacks. Keeper of the Grove now getting in some extra damage onto the Entangled Gold Mine. There's a quick roar, and the roar does deal so much damage. There goes the Entangled Gold Mine now. And all of those units, where are they going to be traveling to next? Keeper of the Grove, there's the Ensnare, and ZhouXiXi is in trouble. Not mining any gold at this point. Going to be stuck at 45 over 50 gold. Meanwhile, we see 50 over 50 for Nicker, and Nicker is looking pretty strong. Nicker with the clear advantage, also getting Abolished Magic now. The Goblin Zeppelins still making their rounds. Huntress and Dryads now making their way off to the north. You can see Nicker about to establish up a new expansion down here at the 7 o'clock position. And that is going to be deadly. ZhouXiXi perhaps expecting another visit from that Demon Hunter, not knowing that they are on the far side of the map, and Nicker really taking this time to outthink his opponent while he's creeping out and getting higher level on his units. His opponent was just froze inside his base waiting for a potential redrop that never really came. Alright, the Keeper of the Grove, I thought would get to level 3. Yep, does get to level 3 with 8 experience to spare. Gonna go around the corner, perhaps even try to take on this Goblin Laboratory. Could get to level 4 if a Tome of Experience is dropped. But this is still all up in the air, as the Keeper of the Grove now makes its rounds still. Let's take a look. There's a Wisp off over here doing a little bit of patrolling. You can see that this expansion is going to get challenged before it even gets up, and this is absolutely bad news. There is the attack now onto the units. It looks as though a couple of the key units may get taken out. No, Goblin Zeppelin picks up the Naga Sea Witch. You can see the Tree of Life was completely lost here, and now the Zeppelins are all just gonna get picked up rather easily. There's the reveal, and the Demon Hunter unable to catch up or chase up on the high ground. All right, Zeppelins all now working together. You can see the sheer number of bears marching their way across this map. ZhouXiXi is going to end up losing a Moonwell or 3 if he's not careful. He cannot afford to lose these Moonwells. He needs them to try to train up more units, as we now see a Druid of the Claw now taking a bit of damage. Alright, that Druid of the Claw does have rejuvenation, will stick around for a little while longer, but not that long. Tries to use a Moonwell, tries to heal. There's a rejuvenation as another bear and the army shows up. ZhouXiXi does have dominant control. No, excuse me, is against the rope, but where is this? When did he get so many bears out on the field? He now has 3 bears, but with that entangle, that bear is pretty much out of the fight for quite a while. Quickly getting disenchanted. There's the reveal there, and we are still fighting our way through. Dryads using that poison damage, just launching spears. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter still engaging. You can see a bear down over here. Both of them just fighting through. And this is going to be a long-fought war with very high-level units. All right, there's the bash. There's the bash. It looks as though Zeppelins are getting saved left and right. It looks like Nicker is actually benefiting slightly, picking up those lower hit point units. Another bear about to fall here. And ZhouXiXi looks like he is trying to hold this as best he can, but no, does not. Nicker does take game 2. Please stay tuned for game 3.